Scorpio, it's time to stand firm in the eye of the storm. That is your message. A passionate or very emotional matter comes to a full circle. The energy of the 10, closure, closing a karmic cycle. A turning point that can alter the course of your life is in the wings. Let your head do the talking and ensure decisions are guided by your intuition, not your emotions. Avoid hasty and extreme emotional responses. Avoid intrigue, gossip, and drama, or chaos could result. An entirely fresh understanding of life, birth, death, and the transformation inherent in the human journey will become apparent, and you will understand on an instinctive level what must be done. So allow yourself to grieve a passing circumstance. Breathe and let go of matters that no longer serve your highest purpose. You are a spiritual being experiencing a material world. You will learn how to adapt to prevailing circumstances. It is your destiny to do so. When you have learned this skill, the necessity for regeneration will become apparent. Your overall energy in your reading today is regeneration. It's your oracle card, okay? Look at that beautiful violets, greens, blues, okay? It's all the upper chakras, your intuition, your connection to source, your capacity to process and channel the unseen, okay? And you've got the number 32, which is reduced to the number 5, and that is change. So during a time of chaos, sometimes we forget that chaos is part of the process of becoming. When we are wanting to let in a version of ourselves, a reality that is new, a reality that we've been manifesting, when we want to quantum leap, there is this in-between space that can be really uncomfortable, and that space is symbolic of the chaos. That is where you find the chaos, the storm that shifts everything. That is also where you go to die to the old version of yourself and give birth to the new version of yourself that is a match to where you're headed. All right, so today we're going to look at what the rest of the year has in store for you, what the main themes are for each month, for the rest of the year, and what you can do, how you can where you can place your focus, how you can adjust your energy to support your manifestations month to month. So for this one, you might want to save this video or get a journal, but this is going to be interesting. If you're new to my channel, I'm Elif, and I welcome you to evolve with me. Okay. I always ask you to trust your own guidance system. Welcome your guides and keepers into the space. If the message resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, it's probably not for you. And if it triggers, that is where your work begins. All right. Tuning in and welcoming in the archangels in the north, south, east, and west with their sacred flames, holding the flame for us. Giving thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for allowing me to channel your energy to access all the worlds in which the various worlds in which you exist and reside. To bring you clarity, to bring you the messages that will serve your highest good at this time. All right, let's begin. So we'll start with August. I'm going to pull a card for each month, and then I'm going to take you through the predictions. All right, thank you, Spirit. Splitting the deck for Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got August, September, October, November, and December. Right. August is a month of new beginnings. We are looking at regeneration. We are looking at the space that nature creates for new life. So I'm not surprised that you've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups signifies a new beginning that really fills your heart with joy. A new beginning that makes you feel the love of the universe. This could be love. It doesn't have to be. But the Ace of Cups is It's love. And love comes to meet you in a number of ways, through new opportunities at work, new clientele, new energy in your business, new relationships, a new wave of energy and inspiration in your existing relationship. So take it as it resonates. Family members coming and showing you their appreciation and their love, having this regenerative experiences with existing relationships. Ace of Cups is about a new beginning in love. It is the kind of love, it is agape love. It is a big love. It is the kind of love that makes you feel seen, heard, and recognized. Okay, so that is August. September, you've got the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is about coming into moving into a phase within your reality where you are no longer the warrior, where you don't believe that everything worth having has to be a fight, where you take the armor off, the battles have been fought, you've done the work, you've faced your demons, you've faced your shadows, and now you are ready to have a softer life. You understand and realize that fighting only builds the momentum of the war, and that wars continue to rage, evolving from one narrative into the other. That the best way to create peace is by being peace, choosing peace, and holding space for peace in every relationship and every choice. That is the Nine of Wands energy, and that is going to be your energy in September, where you're just coming home to a softer place, showing yourself more grace, opening yourself up to allowing things to be easier. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of having to earn the love and having to earn everything. You're shifting into the energy of the divine feminine, which is less about making things happen and more about being receptive and allowing the goodness of the universe to come and sit with you for a while. October, you have the World. The World is travel. So in October, there will be some travel, or you will have people traveling to come and see you. But there are connections made that require a closing of a gap between worlds. So with the World, you get to experience more of the world through travel. You get to experience new people. You get to experience new food, new places. So some new exciting experience come in for you to enjoy and delight in. All right. So if there's a trip that you're planning or looking forward to, that is probably going to be the month in which you do that. All right. Or someone comes and visits with you, and you do things that you wouldn't normally do in your city or in your town. And you're also going on an adventure. All right. For some of you, this is going to be lovers, the meeting of two minds, of two worlds between lovers, closing a gap. Okay. November, we've got the Three of Coins. I really like this story. All right. Because for some of you, this is a love story. This is a love story for me unfolding. For some of you, it's with your work and your purpose. For some of you, it's with your new community. For some of you, this is in a relationship. We've got the Ace of Cups. Then we've got the Nine of Wands, right? Saying the past, what I used to engage in the past, the challenge of the past gone. I'm welcoming in a softer, kinder, more graceful reality. And that could be a relationship. And then you have the World, where there's travel and closing a gap between two people, very possibly someone that lives a little bit further away. Or this could be you meeting with new friends, with your tribe, and having these new adventures. In November, you have the Three of Pentacles. That is a commitment. That brings a lot of stability. So this could be a new project at work, a promotion, a new offer, being headhunted by a new company. But this could also be a higher level of commitment in a relationship. Three of Coins is about balance. The kind of balance, the kind of, two souls coming together, wanting the same thing, being willing to invest make the same investments in one another, and then the meeting of their energy, of their minds, of building life together or building business together, that just creates that trinity that is stability. And then in December, we've got the Five of Cups. December is going to be a little bit of it's going to bring some challenge with the Five of Cups, because the Five of Cups is about feeling sadness, a sense of loss. With the newness coming in, there are some things that you will have to say goodbye to. Some things you're going to have to face that are going to challenge you. Maybe your commitment to everything that you've manifested will come into focus. But you're going to have to say goodbye. You're going to have to grieve something, whether it's a part of yourself, a friendship, a relationship, your old city. Maybe you're moving with your new person, some family members. For some of you, this might be something new that comes in, beautiful opportunity for you to gain more clarity about your self-worth and what you truly want, and maybe you decide that this is not for you right now. But December is going to bring you some tears with the Five of Cups. And tears, depending on how you look at it, please keep in mind, cleanse. They wash away the old. It is a release of what no longer serves, and a physical manifestation of that. Okay, so let's take a look at what it is that you can do, what Spirit wants you to focus on. So this is the message coming through from your Spirit guides, okay? What it is you want to, what they're offering you each month to serve you in aligning, coming into alignment with the energies available to you to letting your greatest manifestations. And if you are willing to line up with these, with this guidance and shift your energy into this place, you're going to be making the process a lot easier for yourself. Thank you. August, thank you, Spirit. What is it you want to say to Scorpio in August? In August, all right. You want to focus on and hold space for your capacity to take care of yourself. Your capacity to take care of and what it is that you are able to offer. If your cup is quite shallow, you want to possibly work on deepening that cup. Also, you want to pay attention to the people that you welcome into your life and their capacity to take care of you. People who cannot take care of themselves cannot take care of you. And perhaps you want to do some journaling around how you've viewed relationships. Have you ever thought that a relationship, that is something that you want or should have in a relationship? Or is it not something that you've been looking for, and have you by default been the one taking care of other people? Perhaps that is one of the things that you're wanting to heal and release and leave in the past. Because relationships are supposed to be on equal ground. Two people are supposed to pour into one another. It's not just one person taking care of the other. And this is also the love you show someone by offering them something solid and giving them stability, offering stability through the stability that you hold active for yourself. Some people are so unstable in their relationship with themselves that they will not be able to offer anyone else stability. So that is what you want to focus on during the month of August. Okay. September, what is it that your guides want to highlight for you in September? You've got the moon in September. Be mindful of your shadow side. Your shadow that creeps up when life is becoming softer, easier. That sense of worth and the ego wanting to assert itself and assert its importance through making things harder than it needs to be. All right. September, you want to take a look in the mirror. You want to spend a lot of time looking in the mirror and loving on yourself. The only way to integrate the shadows is by showing your shadow self, your demons, the love, the appreciation that they've never received, that you do not believe they will receive out in the world. Your insecurities, your shame, your guilt. Okay. During the month of September, you want to show yourself kindness and grace, and you want to be more present with yourself unconditionally and love yourself unconditionally. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Affirmations, positive affirmations and affirmations of appreciation are going to be very, very powerful during this month when you are calling the wounded parts of yourself home. Okay. October. Oops. October, what you want to focus on to support your manifestations is the Knight of Cups. Be open to romance. Put yourself out there. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. But also be very conscious of what you're offering and the promises you're making to yourself. And be committed to keeping those promises. Because with the Knight of Cups can love the idea of love romance, without fully taking into account the capacity to keep the flame going. What it takes, the work that it takes to keep the flame going is very, very different to the initial spark, right? It's like tending a fire. So perhaps what you want to do in your rituals is tend the fire so that you can integrate that energy of igniting the fire and then tending it, the presence it requires, the presence of minds, the presence of body, the presence of self, the presence of consideration that it requires to tend a fire. November, what is it that your guides want to highlight for you during the month of November? Temperance, patience. And asking yourself, doing and journaling day after day around what are the ways in which I am satisfied that I was able to hold space for the things that matter to me today? And what are the ways in which I think I could improve? Doing regular journaling around this, just working with your angels, allowing your emotions to be cleansed, allowing yourself to purify your emotions, and to being emotionally present in a way that requires a lot of patience. This patience pays off. Okay. This patience pays off. And then in December, what is it that your guides want to advise you during the month of September? Four of Cups. The process, some challenging things come up for you in December. But this explains why. With the Four of Cups, this is the energy of apathy. The Four of Cups is a person who's sitting under a tree, and by all accounts, they should be happy, they should be at peace. There's a cup coming through the heavens, and they're being blessed. But they can't see the blessing. They're too focused on what they've lost. They're too focused on everything that could go wrong. Pessimism. So, to support your manifestations, to hold the highest energy, the highest consciousness during the period of December, appreciate. Notice Notice, pay attention to observe your tendency to be critical of yourself, to notice what is missing as opposed to what is there, and write regular inventories on a daily basis of everything that you appreciate. In fact, recite them segment to segment. Find one or two things from one segment in your day to the next that you can focus on that is really nice, that you appreciate. What do I like about this moment? I hope that you saved this video because this is powerful guidance, or that you journal, that you've written it down in your diary, or whatever you choose to do. Make the most of this spiritual support and this guidance from the universe and your guides. I would love to hear back from you if you've actually taken the advice and incorporated this. I just think that your life takes a magnificent, prosperous turn, that you are surprised and delighted in the most amazing, incredible way, and I would love to hear back from you. Beautiful. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Comment, interact with my video, share this video with friends and loved ones. And if you'd like to, if you feel called to take a deeper dive, if you feel called to do some spiritual processing or to receive spiritual guidance based on a particular area in your life, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do, do what is best for you. Love and light, and I will see you next time, Scorpio. Bye now.